and see everybody here on the Discord. All right, so hi, Aaliyah, Sarah, Monifa, Kane, Jonathan, Amanda, Dylan, Faith, Solomon, Todd, Steve, Stephen, Bobby, Jaden, all kinds of people who are here. And today we also have some people joining us on Reddit. So welcome to, just to name a few, Pipchin, Positive, Mikaksu, Cynical, Vanessa, Andlam, Solo, Wild Wolf, Johnny, Kim Jong. It's a lot of people joining. Okay, and we're all welcome. We're all coming together at this moment for a singular purpose, for a focused purpose of practicing meditation together. Opening up to this moment, to this experience. Okay, and you're welcome to watch through YouTube. If you have any connection issues or difficulties, you can follow along with the live stream through YouTube. Okay. All right, so let's begin. First and foremost, for any meditation practice, we have to want to meditate. We have to have the good intention, the sincerity that we are really interested in practicing meditation. That means that we are kind of interested in looking into our life. Not our idea of life, not our story about our lives, but this kind of present moment experiencing, this direct experience of life itself at this moment. And so whether it's the morning for you, or it's the evening for you, or it's a good time or a bad time for you, there is this kind of present moment life experiencing that is taking place. So we each all have different bodies. We each all have different minds, different situations that we find ourselves to be in. But something that is shared is this quality of awareness, this quality of presence. So, for example, my foot is not your foot. Your foot is not my foot. But the awareness of foot, we couldn't say that that belongs to me or you. And so meditation is a practice when we show up to awareness of feet together. We show up to awareness itself together. And we can say alone together. Because while this meditation practice is a very individual experience, and it takes a lot of your own deep intentionality and your deep sincerity that no one else can kind of give to you or force you to have. We shouldn't try to force people to meditate. Not a good idea. We can invite, but we shouldn't force. This side of it, this part of it, is that we are very alone. But this togetherness is that awareness itself, that noticing itself, that meditation method itself. And in that way, it's really a place of, we can say, to meet our true self and meet the true selves of other people. Not our judgments, not our stories, not those things that we worry about or those things that we desire, but our real awareness itself, our real presence itself, our real heart itself at this moment. We step into this world of, we spend all day kind of stressed out and wandering around, and we're figuring out this and we're figuring out that, and we've got to go here and we've got to go there, and we want to get this, don't want to get that. Things aren't perfect. We ate too much. We're tired. we have to do something, we can't do the best that we want to do, whatever it is. It's busy, it's a little bit miserable. This kind of way that we have to go about our day a lot of the time, our lives a lot of the time. So the special practice here in our meditation is that we don't need to do anything. We don't need to go anywhere. We don't need to become better. We don't need to get rid of anything in our experience, in our body or our mind, but more so we kind of become aware of experiencing itself. We become aware of noticing itself. An anchor point for this kind of practice, something that we come back to, something that we can stay with, is our breath. So we can feel the breath, we can be aware of the breath as it flows in deeply to the body and flows out. We think about how important, we can think about how important certain things are that we desire, that we want, right? And how important it is to get those things, to experience that getting, to experience that, path of going towards that really special thing and then getting it and then using it, all that excitement, all that joy, all that interest in getting what we want. Well, how about your breath at this moment? How about your next breath? Is that important? Is that valuable? Is that something that you want? Do you want to breathe? Is it beautiful? Is it wonderful? Is it precious? Is it essential? Not just that you want it, but that it's essential. So meditation is just like this great place of joy, this great place of enjoyment, getting exactly what we need, exactly what we want in the breath. So although the mind may be scattered, the mind may be confused, there might be all kinds of ideas, our meditation might not go the way that we want it to go, our showing up may not go the way that we want it to go, but in the midst of all that, to fully enjoy, to fully touch our breathing, to fully touch this getting exactly what we need, exactly what we want at this moment, exactly what is essential for us at this moment, this present moment breathing. So all those things considered, you may consider that you want to meditate, that you want to practice. So if that's the case, you're in the right place and you're among friends. You're among people who share a similar intention, similar wish. So the next step is that we find a comfortable, stable position for our body. We need to find a position in which to put the body down. Comfortable, stable, simple position for our body. If you can sit cross-legged, that's okay, that's good. You can sit in a really nice, special way, wonderful. But what's most important is that it's comfortable and it's simple. That is, you're not holding the body up, you're not struggling to, keep yourself in this position, but comfortable, simple, stable position to settle the body, to put the body down. Can even be laying down, can be in the bathtub. So we find that really nice, comfortable position to put the body down. Find this place of comfort, this place of simplicity and stability for the body to be in. At that moment, we really start to notice breathing happening. We become aware with a lot of sincerity and a lot of intentionality, becoming aware of the breath at this present moment. Becoming aware of the breath as it flows in through the nose, goes deeply into the lungs, down through the chest, into the lungs, the breath all the way down into the belly. Breathing as this practice of giving your body exactly what it needs right now. Just following the breath as it flows in and flows out. This quality of curiosity and not knowing is really important. What's going on right now? What's it like to have a body? What's it like to have a mind? Not according to your story or your beliefs about this, but according to your looking, according to your curiosity to face and be with this experience as it's happening right now. And we can breathe as deeply as we need to be here in the body, to bring the mind home to the body. We can close our eyes and begin to practice breathing in deeply and breathing out. As we breathe in, we know, we are aware that breathing in is happening. As we breathe out, we know, we are aware that breathing out is happening. There's nothing to get out of this experience. There's nothing you need to get rid of. There's nothing to burden you. There's nothing to be a boundary. There's nothing to discourage you. It's all fuel for the fire. It's all encouragement. It's all invitation to be aware, to notice, to look closely, to be interested in the breath at this present moment, literally giving you life. Attending to and giving our full attention to the body just sitting here at this moment. Just sitting here, breathing and being aware. Don't think about meditating for a particular period. Don't worry about time. If you only take one meaningful, interesting, curious breath, that's enough. But just breathe into it fully. Be aware fully. at this present moment of the breath flowing in and flowing out. Just sitting, just hearing, just breathing and being aware. Each and every breath, not someone, not something, not getting stuck anywhere, but just breathing, just being aware. Not controlling the mind, not emptying the mind. No force is necessary. It's simply a matter of breathing and being aware at this present moment. Giving our full attention to just following the breath as it flows in through the nose and flows out. What are you doing What are you getting? Nothing. Just sitting, breathing, and being aware. We all know about the power of gaining something, getting something. We use it all the time. Reese's Puffs for breakfast, lunch, dinner. What do we know about the power of losing? What do we know about the power of letting go, putting down, abandoning? To give up, to let go, to just sit, breathe, and be aware. There's no failure, there's no success, there's no doing it right or doing it wrong. It's to come back at this moment to just breathing and being aware, to not relying on thoughts, not relying on our reactivity, not relying on our control, but relying on our awareness itself, relying on our experiencing itself. relying on our meditation method. That is, following the breath as it flows in deeply to the body and flows out. Don't think about controlling the mind. Practice being with the mind, being with the body, attending to this moment, this heart, this breath. Really to touch this moment, whatever it is, wherever it is, whoever it is, doesn't matter. It's to touch, to face, to be with. Our meditation method is a tool to face, to be with, to show up, not to get lost in thinking, not to get lost in stories. But to find home here in this present moment, to find home, to find facing, even in the midst of uncomfortableness in the body, confusion in the mind. Just to be aware, just to attend to what's happening right now. With our gentleness, our kindness, our loving attention. This practice of meditation is a way of relationship. It's a way of showing up to life itself rather than our thoughts and our stories and our beliefs about life, about other people, about ourselves. Those stories, those beliefs, those judgments, right or wrong doesn't matter. We practice at this moment to put them in the back seat and to face life itself. Words and phrases can't reach it. this capacity to face and to be with difficulty, uncomfortableness. Breathing fully, wholeheartedly, focusing on the breath. There's nothing else, nothing higher, nothing better, nothing more correct than giving our full, complete, total attention, precise attention to the feeling of the breath on the tips of our nose as it flows in and flows out. Just sitting, breathing, being aware. Remembering that this is a time where there's not much room to give up because there's nothing to give up. Breathing, facing, being with this moment. You can stretch. You can move your body. You can move from side to side. You can breathe as deeply as you need to breathe. You don't need to give up. You don't need to run away. You don't need to do this the right way. You need to take care. You need to enjoy. You need to be with. Peace comes naturally to those who are willing to give up, to let go, to abandon. Any desire, any control, any fixing, any solving. No need. Just to sit, breathe, more than enough. In the same way that we are easy to be seduced by pleasure, we act a certain way, we go in a certain direction because we like something, we want something, we feel something. In the same way, we are seduced by our pain, unpleasantness. We think because we feel uncomfortable, we need to run away, because there's a difficulty that we need to hide. We need to cover it up. But in fact, there's no need. It's not necessary to run towards or to run away from, but just at this moment to be with, to be aware. Seeing. Hearing. Feeling. We simply do not know what's happening. The moment we fall into knowing, the moment we fall into grasping, we are trapped. But in this not knowing, in this simply being aware, this simply opening to, we are free. And we have a capacity to free ourselves continuously. So at this time, you're invited to open your eyes if they are closed, and you can massage your face and your head. Can do self-massage for the body. Head, neck, shoulders. Anywhere where you felt a tension or a tightness, difficulty in your body during meditation, you can massage that area, give a kind attention to that area. If we meditate for a short time or a long time, or if meditation is very difficult or very easy, it's not important. What's important is to show up now, to be here now. Um, you can't carry any experiences with you, so it's better to learn how to show up. So take a few moments to massage any area, stretch out a little bit, and then we'll open up for some Q&A and sharing experience. Okay, so would anyone like to ask a question or share experience? Bobby, you want to share something?
Yes, I have a question. Um, During the meditation, you talked about uh, maybe clinging or attachment to either comfort or attachment to moving away from suffering and discomfort. And my question is, with situations in life, maybe it's a job or maybe it's a relationship that you're in, the tendency to feel, if I'm not liking this, I should move away from it. I should change my job. I should get out of this relationship, this situation. Um, Based on trying to be unattached to either feeling, should we take action in those situations or learn to, I guess, be comfortable with whatever it is?
Okay, thank you, Bobby. So we should try to do our best. And doing meditation like this, having our practice of meditation, allows us to do our best from a balanced and open-minded position, so that you like something, you really like it. Wow, does it taste sweet? Okay, so what? You don't need to go and have Reese's Puffs for breakfast. You don't need to eat cereal. It's not necessary. But also, it's not necessary that you don't do that. And if you do participate in that, it's not the end of the world. Okay? It's not the point either way. It doesn't matter. It's empty. It's temporary. So in the same way, you don't like something. You think it's bad. You think it's not what you want. So what? You don't need to fight against it. You don't need to reject it. You can stay there. You cannot stay there. You can be in that relationship. You cannot be in that relationship. No problem. It's not an issue. Because you're seeing it from this position of open-mindedness. So it's okay. No matter what happens, it's okay. That's like a wisdom position. But in the same way, from that place, from that open-mindedness, you can be compassionate. You can try to take care of the situation that you find yourself in. So that's just like you are getting involved in doing good deeds in the midst of the situation. So in this way, you're doing work that brings benefit to yourself and to other people. You're making blessings by doing good deeds. In the midst of not liking something and liking something, you're getting involved to do good deeds. So you're making blessings, you're making merit. That's enough. If you don't know what to do, then no problem. There's no rush, there's no fight, there's no struggle. Someone was saying to me earlier today, I was talking with some young men, young people, and they said, well, okay, you're a monk, you have this kind of mindset, but what if someone breaks into your house? What are you going to do then? Do your best. We make life into a puzzle because we always have that habit to jump around, to run around, to get involved in something. We want there to be a problem. We're attached to there being a problem to solve. So just do your best and don't make the unreal real. What is real? What is happening right now? What is on your plate? That's what you can eat. That's what you can use. That's what you can take care of. That's all you need to take care of. Even if you don't eat, it'll also be okay. It's not a big problem. So take care of what is on your plate and don't worry about the rest. Especially there's a lot of people in the world who are in fractured, scattered kind of situations. They don't have a position of stability. They don't have a position of power, physical, mental, environmental, whatever. They're just lost and scattered and in dire straits. So they have to act quickly to do good deeds. They have to act quickly to abandon their attachment and to make more blessings. They have to act quickly to do something to take care of their life. But most of us are not in that situation. We're kind of blessed with a health of the body, a health of the mind, a health of the environment that we find ourselves in. So enjoy it. Go deeply into not knowing. Go deeply into doing nothing so that open-mindedness is enriched and enlivened. And then you can bring that out. The Zen master we were looking at recently, they're teaching about the way that you are going to solve the problems of people and to resolve those issues is by acting in accordance with the way, the Tao, the nature of things, acting in accordance with the nature of things. So where do you think you're going to find the nature of things? the same place you're going to find your death. The same place you're going to find your joy or your sorrow, your loss, your gain. Here, not in a story, not in a fantasy, not in this future period of time when things are the way you want them to be. It's never going to happen. It's never happened before. It's not going to happen now. So we come back home and then we do our best from a position of open-mindedness and try to take care. We take on that parental mind. There's a lot of wonderful experiences that we can have in life. And that parental mind, for the most part, allows us to have those experiences. But we need to lean into that parental mind, that caretaker mind, to, if we have that ability, that stability, that open-mindedness that is needed in a given situation, bring it up. Step into it. This is what allowed us all to grow up and to become who we are, is we had these parents who were willing to take on that position of a parental mind in various ways, some more skillful, some less skillful, but the caretaker, the overseer, I'm not sure, but the caretaker, this parental mind, this position in which to take care from, not overly involved, not stuck on this or that, but to take care, to resolve, to oversee. Okay, so try it out. All right. Stephanie wants to say something. Thank you, Bobby.
I forgot.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
No,
Oh,
I forgot. Like, I forgot. Never mind. Think of it, so.
wonderful. I used to have an experience myself, Stephanie, where I would be talking about something, I would be saying something, and then in an instant, at a moment, I would forget what I was talking about or what I wanted to say, something like this, right? So so now I switch my mind. Oh, I'm remembering. When I forget something, I am remembering. Um, the open mind, the spaciousness of the mind, the non-stickiness of the mind. And as a monk, I can go around like that, forgetting everything, and people, wow, so wise. Wow, how 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 precious, how pure, how amazing. Doesn't remember anything, doesn't know anything. Um, so thank you, Stephanie.
Um, we're camping this weekend, so no being here today. So
Okay, good luck. Is anyone else?
Yeah. So I've been struggling, and I have been very angry for quite a while, and I feel kind of selfish about this. But at the same time, I'm angry at this caricature of a person, and I have a story that I repeat to myself, and it protects me in my mind from being exposed to the same kind of pain again. And when you say let go, I struggle because I feel like if I let go, then it's just, making me vulnerable and kind of ignoring like the consequences of everything, like the reality of having been hurt by somebody.
Yeah.
What do I do? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would say be patient with it. Be really patient with it. And you're showing up to meditation group. You're listening to some teachings. You're leaning into well-minded community. You know that you're safe here. No one wants to hurt you here. This is a protected environment. We supporting each other. So that's the kind of space that you're spending time in. That's supportive. So be patient. Keep leaning into that kind of space. Be patient, and something for me that comes up is the same mind that wants to fix that is the same quality of mind that's hanging on to that. It's this same mechanism, like I've got to fix this, I've got to solve this. Maybe you don't have to solve it. Maybe you just need to be patient with it for now and be willing to feel it. But even more practically, or in that line of patience, tomorrow we're going to start this book in this time slot, Flowers in the Dark, Reclaiming Your Power to Heal from Trauma with Mindfulness by Sister Deng Niem. So we're going to start looking into that book together, and I've got a feeling that there's really going to be a lot of wisdom and compassion and exercises that we can practice together in this text. Okay, so be patient is what I think about it. Maybe someone else can speak from experience about this kind of thing. They might want to say something.
yes, the brain, mental and physical, is be patient yourself. Be patient for everything. Be patient all around you and relax your mind and let go of the difficult at hand.
I think patience may be one of my harder um, attributes.
Yeah. And, if you can make time to see a therapist or connect with, people who have different tools and different things like that, then that's wonderful. I don't like to say that too much because it's very elitist. It's very privileged. Go and talk to a therapist. Well, how are you going to do that? Where are you going to find a therapist, especially at this hour, right? Um, so, but I think being patient and continuing to show up like this, then relax. Don't try to force it. Don't try to fix it or solve it, because the mind's a lot more subtle than that. So maybe reaffirming and touching your intention, your sincerity, that you do want to unravel this knot of being fixated on that or stuck on that story and that victim and what's the opposite of a victim?
First word that comes to mind is victor, but I'm not sure if that's.
Oh, no, I don't, I don't think that's going to help with the mindset you're going through. I think it's a someone who's acting from suffering, right? So be patient. And Alexis said in a comment, fighting with the hate only reinforces it. Try maybe blessing that which you believe hurt you, right? So that's also something that I'm familiar with about You kind of use your thoughts and you use your mind. If your thoughts are actively involved with this situation anyway, and those thoughts are actively reinforcing negativity, then just use them and say, wait a minute, I and it's tough. It's tough to stretch out in this way, but I want that person to be free. I don't want that person to suffer. I don't want that person to be hurt. I don't want, you can even say, I don't want that person to hurt other people, but in like this wish for that person. Because if we are hurting other people, we're also hurting ourselves. We're also hurting, we're acting out of suffering. We're perpetuating our own suffering. So making those those sincerity about, for that person to not suffer, to not be in this state of hell or misery in the same way that we don't want to be in that state. You can think of that person, you can understand that person as a child, someone's baby. They act that way. Why? Because of many situations. Probably something happened to them similar. Now they acted out because they were traumatized. They didn't have healing as well. Anything else to add, Jonathan?
No, I think that's good. I'm accepting your challenge of blessing this person that I feel has done me harm. So it feels like a challenge. Yeah. Thank you.
I think we don't need to have like animosity or hate to set boundaries. And that the strongest boundaries that we can set come from a place of balance and detachment rather than like strong emotion, strong reactivity. So you can also set, you don't need to have hate to have that boundary, that protection, loving kindness, that friendliness, that well-wishing is a lot better protection than wishing for harm, for sure. Okay, does anyone else have a question or want to share about their experience today? Okay. So, Chesh has a question. Chesh says, I have a question about daily conduct that came up during my meditation. I have been practicing equanimity, and sometimes when people ask me how I am or what is going on with me, I answer honestly. And the person I am speaking with hears my answer as something negative and often replies with, I'm sorry. And then I often don't know what to say. I'm not sorry, I'm just accepting things as they are and know that the current situation is impermanent. What is a skillful way to respond when this happens? Just with kindness, just with gentleness. We need to not take ourselves so seriously. It's okay that it's okay that we are we don't want to be callous, right? We do want to consider about that person and the position that they're in as well. So just to be kind and try to convey our sincerity at that moment in a way that they can understand. Yeah, and also, people don't understand. It's okay. It's all right. Um, it's just like when someone asks you. So, Chesh, how you're saying this, I'm imagining that it's in line with this. So it's like someone asks you, do you want to, do you, okay, so as a monk, people often offer me things, okay? People often donate to me or support me in some way, okay? And especially in person. So someone wants to bring me a tea or something like that, especially in the Buddhist country, people are offering tea or offering this or that. So sometimes someone may come up and say, um, do you want, not in the Buddhist country so much, but in this kind of context, someone may come up and say, do you want some tea? Or do you want this? Or do you want that? And the truth is that, no, I don't want that. But I will accept it if you offer it to me. I don't desire whatever you're talking about, some tea or some this or that or what have you. No, I don't want that from you. I don't have that idea. Do I want to see a picture on your phone? No, asking that way. No, I don't want that. I don't care. But if you would like to share that with me, sure. I'm interested. Yeah, of course. If that's it's if you would like to offer that to me, sure, I will accept it. It's okay. Um, but in that situation, to be delicate and to be careful as we can and consider that person, because a lot of time it's our reactivity. That's why we get stuck in that situation, because some part of ourself does want to say to them, no, I don't want to see that. I don't care about that. And that's going too far. That's where we're pushing out in a selfish kind of way. We're not expressing our detachment. So trying to be kind and considerate and sincere. And, if people don't really understand your answer, you may want to adjust it a little bit so that it's presented in a way that's not only understandable for them, but also might carry with it some guidance or some wisdom. And also at the end of the day, you probably have to accept, you're a strange person in the way of things, in the world of things, to be focusing on equanimity or detachment, it's not the normal way of things. So there can also be a quality of strangeness in showing up and being embodied like that. So it's okay to be strange, Chesh. Just try to be gentle and compassionate with them also. So that's what I have to share. I hope that's helpful. Okay, and Sarah said, I was wondering if you had words for pushing away insecurities and regrets. Don't push them away, face them. Really feel into what you're insecure about. Really feel into what you regret. So, regret is something where you're recognizing in the past you did something that was unskillful and you don't want to do that moving forward. So that energy of regret is going to empower you and support you to not be involved with those kind of activities moving forward. So eat it. It's good. It's great that you regret that. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that again, right? And the insecurity is to, that's your insecurity inside yourself. So you need to develop a relationship with that insecurity through touching, through facing, through being with it, through feeling it. What is that insecurity in your body? Not where does it come from intellectually or conceptually, but in your embodiment, where is that insecurity residing? Where is it lingering? Is it in your heart? Is it in your stomach? Is it in your chest? Is it in your back? Is it in your shoulders? Where is it? And looking that and facing it. It's just like the boogeyman under the bed. If we don't look, it's very scary. But once we look, or sometimes like the curtain, I think this might be a common one. The shower curtain is closed. Maybe there's someone behind there, hidden in the shower, waiting to jump out as you're, going to take care of your business. So you move the shower curtain aside. Who's in there? What's back there? The moment that you pull the shower curtain aside, you see there's no one there, and you feel comfortable and you feel fine. So it's the same with these little insecurities or these fears, these confusions that come up. If you pull back the shower curtain of your resistance or your pushing away, you may find that there's not this big bad boogeyman back there, boogie person, boogie being, but there's there's just a kind of tension in your body or a habit or a learned behavior from someone in your life. And you just need to face that and heal that with your attention, with your kind attention, your loving attention. Okay. So let's bring our hands together, and we'll just do a final kind of sharing the merit, sharing out of our practice together, offering any and all benefits to all beings in the world. So you can repeat after me. May the peace, freedom, and power from this meditation practice be offered and shared out with all beings. May any and all peace, wellness, happiness that I have gotten from this practice be shared and offered out towards all beings. May this meditation practice support the peace and happiness of all beings. May all beings support this peace and happiness. May it be so. May it be so. May it really be so. We can make a deep bow. Okay, so that is our meditation practice for this revolution of the earth, this moment of revolution, revolving. Tomorrow's a big day. We will have 2 sessions in the morning, the first with my Vietnam group and then our regular Zen session, so it might be a little bit later than usual, the Zen teaching session, but should be around the normal time. And then this evening, tomorrow evening or tomorrow here, we'll start our Buddha book club in the 8 p.m. New York City time, and you should see the schedule for that in the events channel, and also on the YouTube. It should be shown up you can click to be notified. Okay? Thank you all for being here. See you again soon. Enjoy.